When the Jacksonville Jaguars drafted Leonard Fournette with the number 4 overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, it was the start of a whole new identity change for the Jaguars. After Blake Bortles had probably his worst year of his career in 2016, they felt the need that they could work with Blake Bortles, but they needed to build a run game around him after the two starting running backs 1 and 2, Chris Ivory and TJ Yeldon, failed to combine to rush for over 1,000 yards. And that's what they got with Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette in 2017 in the regular season compiled 1,040 rushing yards, which was the first 1,000-yard rusher since Maurice Jones-Drew. He also had 5 100-yard rushing games. He only missed 2 games in 2017 due to injury. And even in the playoffs, he helped the Jaguars get another 100-yard rushing performance and a 3-touchdown performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, really, Leonard Fournette in 2017 was all we could have wanted out of him. And he did that with inconsistent quarterback play. Now, Blake Bortles had his good games in 2017, but he was also pretty inconsistent. And he also did that with absolutely loaded boxes. You know, there would be teams that would put 9, 10 players in the box to stop the run because that's what they felt the Jaguars were really good at, was running the ball. But the Jaguars were able to get to a 10-6 record and go to the AFC Championship game. And I don't think the Jaguars would have been able to do any of that without Fournette on the team. Now, 2018 was a completely different story. Leonard Fournette didn't get his 1,000-yard rushing season. He only rushed for 439 yards. Now, Fournette missed 7 whole games due to injury that year and didn't play a full entire game until Week 10 against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, there were also 3 games in that whole entire mix that Fournette actually failed to finish. So, and he also had no 100-yard rushing games that year. So, really, Leonard Fournette had a completely down 2018 season, and a lot of people don't really know what to contribute it to. Was it because he wasn't treating his body right? Now, there were reports out there that he was constantly missing rehab treatments, and there were also reports out there that he really did not know the playbook and his whole head wasn't in the game. But all that is speculation, of course. I can't confirm any of that, but I will let you guys know what I do here. And really with Fournette, the 2018 season, I mean, you could see the kind of impact that he has on the Jaguars. By the time he came back in Week 10, the Jaguars are already pretty much down and out. The Jaguars are still in their downward spiral where, you know, quarterback Blake Bortles was throwing frisbees. The whole entire offensive line was pretty much injured. And also the tight ends, every tight end was getting injured. The Jaguars' offense was obviously a mess in 2018, so he really didn't come back too much. But when you look at the New York Giants game, Fournette was having a good game. You know, I think he had like 9 rushing attempts. He had like 4.5 yards per carry. He was having a really good game, but really, man, you could see the difference in the offense once Fournette was in the game and then when he left the game. You know, that game, obviously the Jaguars were fully healthy. Leonard Fournette was fully healthy while he was playing, but really, it seemed like once Fournette left the game, the Jaguars' offense, the identity of the team left. They weren't able to move the ball nearly as well, and they were able to hold on to a victory. I think they won like, I can't say the exact scores, I don't know at the top of my head, but they did wind up winning that game by like 5 points. But really with Fournette, this is going to be a huge year for him. This is year 3. This is redemption season. He's still going to be the starting running back. He's still going to be the bell cow guy. The Jaguars made a mistake in 2018 of really building the offense around him and not really providing much of a receiving help or really quarterback help. Obviously, the Jaguars extended Blake Bortles, and instead of bringing in a top wide receiver like Al Robinson, retaining him, they go out and re-sign left guard Andrew Norwell. So really, and Fournette, for him to have a successful 2019 season, he has to learn how to keep his body right. Even in 2017, he was never really fully healthy. He was always dealing with some hampering ankle stuff, and you could tell he was slowed down by it. And in 2018, he was hampered and brought down by that nagging hamstring injury, which I remember when he sustained in Week 1. It seemed like the Jaguars were really downplaying it, and I knew with these soft tissue stuff that it would be lingering. The Jaguars rushed him back too early in Week 3 against the New York Jets, and then we all saw what happened. He got injured he got out. I don't even think he lasted a quarter before he was able to come back. But really, Fournette in 2018, he even admitted himself that he wasn't in the best of shape. So he's got to figure out how to get himself right. You know, I do think that he's a guy that loves the game, and I hope for everything that he can come back, because obviously in 2017 he helped us out tremendously with bringing the run game back, and he helped us by really getting an identity for our offense. He was a ground and pound kind of guy, and I think once 2019 comes, we're going to have better quarterback play. I think our offensive line is built for the run game. I mean, he has never had a better offensive line in his career, and hopefully that'll open things up for him with the boxes not being so crowded, with there actually being like a receiving threat when it comes to a quarterback being able to drop back and throw it accurately to the wide receiver. And a lot of the attention will be off him, because in 2017 and 2018, I should say, the sole focus was on stopping Fournette, and the teams that were able to do it were successful at it. And usually wound up winning the game. So 2019, huge year for Leonard Fournette, huge year for the Jaguars, and let's hope that he comes back right and healthy. Now, thank you guys all so much for watching the video. Please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about Fournette. Will he bounce back in 2019, or will he have another dud season? Thank you guys for watching. This is UCF Jaguar with GenJag.com, and I'm out.